Welcome everyone in lecture 11 of unit 3, and in this lecture we will know about the derivations and the parse tree. And we already know, we have already derived so many strings from the grammar, and we know a string is derived from the grammar from the start symbol and applying the productions given. If after applying productions we reach to the string from the start symbol, then the string belong to that particular grammar and the language of the grammar. So today in this lecture we will know about what is known as leftmost derivation and rightmost derivation. A derivation is known as leftmost derivation. A derivation is known as leftmost derivation if we use productions for the leftmost terminal or variable, leftmost non-terminal or the variable at every step. Suppose I am driving a string and I am in the condition that I have to replace this A, this B or this C in this step, and I will always choose the one who come at the leftmost. While we driving a string, A is in the left, so we will replace it first, then we will replace another one. Okay, suppose I replace this by A. Now this A is the leftmost. Suppose I am replacing it by epsilon. Now this B is the leftmost. So at each step I have to replace the non-terminal that is in the leftmost. So this process will be known as leftmost derivation. What is the rightmost derivation? If we use productions for the rightmost variable or non-terminal at every step. Suppose I am driving a string from a grammar and I am in this situation, so I will replace this C first, then in another step we will replace that comes in the right. First we will replace C. Suppose I am replacing it by small c, then this V is the rightmost. So we apply the process from the right hand side, and here we apply the process from the left hand side. The leftmost variable will be replaced first. The leftmost variable will be replaced first. Here rightmost variable or rightmost non-terminal we replace first at every step, and this process is known as the rightmost derivation and this process is known as the leftmost derivation. Now look at some example. Suppose I have given a grammar S tends to ABC, A tends to AA slash epsilon, B tends to BB slash epsilon, and C tends to CC slash epsilon, and I have to derive a string ABC from this grammar. So in the leftmost derivation, what I need to do, First we will use s tends to abc. First we will replace this a. Suppose I am replacing it by aa using a tends to aa. Here we are using s tends to abc. Now replacing this a by epsilon because it is in the left. Now at using a tends to epsilon, and now we will replace this b first. So I have choice to replace here a, b and c, and I am replacing a only. Here I have choice to replace a, b, c, and I am replacing a only. Here I have choice to replace b and c, and I am replacing b. I am using production for b only. So I will replace this b by bb using b tends to bb. At each step we have to keep in mind that we have to derive this string given string abc here. So I am replacing this b by bb. Now this is the leftmost non-terminal. I will replace it by epsilon using b tends to epsilon. Now this is the leftmost. I am replacing it by cc using production c tends to cc. Now this is the leftmost. I am replacing it by epsilon, so using c tends to epsilon. So I have derived the given string abc. While doing the rightmost derivation, from the grammar s tends to abc, a tends to a slash epsilon, b tends to bb slash epsilon, and c tends to cc slash epsilon, I have to derive string abc. First we will use the production s tends to abc using s tends to abc. Now this is the rightmost non-terminal and we will replace it first. So I am replacing it by cc using c tends to cc. Now this is the rightmost non-terminal, so I will replace this c by epsilon using c tends to epsilon. Now this b is the rightmost non-terminal. I will replace it bb using b tends to bb. Now this is the rightmost non-terminal. I will replace it by epsilon using b tends to epsilon. Now this is the rightmost non-terminal. I will replace it by aa using a tends to aa. Now this is the rightmost non-terminal and I will replace it by epsilon using a tends to epsilon. So I have derived the string abc using rightmost derivation. At a previous example, at previous step we did it using leftmost derivation. So I can derive a string using leftmost derivation or rightmost derivation, or we can use random also if not given. I can replace this a first, then this c, then this b, then it will not known as leftmost or rightmost. It is just a random derivation, random way of doing derivation. So when we replace from the right, it is rightmost derivation. When we replace from the left, then it is known as leftmost derivation. Now look at what is known as parse tree. So parse tree is a graphical representation of derivation, and derivation of a string, and derivation of a string is also known as parsing of string. Parsing of a string means we are deriving a string from the given grammar. So we derive a string from using production from the grammar, and the same procedure will be represented in graphical form. So first we use the production S tends to ABC. Suppose I want to draw parse tree for this derivation. So first we use S tends to ABC. I will represent it like this, and then we replace this C by CC. Then we replace this capital C by epsilon. Then we replace this B by BB. Then we replace this B by epsilon. Then we replace this A by AA using AA. Then we replace this A by epsilon. So the procedure we use in the derivation, we represent them in tree like structure, where S is the root of the tree, and a production like A tends to A used. If a production A tends to A1, A2, A3 is used, then it will represented as A1, A2, A3, where A1, A2, A3 are the childs and A is the parent of this. So the same procedure is applied till we get the non-terminals, till we get the terminals at the leaf. We always get A, B, C or epsilon at the leaf node, and at internal node you will always see there are non-terminals. Non-terminals are at internal node and terminals are at leaf node. And when you parse it, this tree, from left hand side to right hand side, you will get the desired string A epsilon, B epsilon, C epsilon. That means A, B, C. So this is the way to design a parse tree from a for a derivation. Now I am giving you a home exercise. Suppose a grammar is given S tends to AB slash BA and A tends to AS or BAA, and B tends to BS or ABB, and you have to derive the string AABB AB. This is the given string, and you have to find leftmost derivation, rightmost derivation, and a parse tree. When question asks that you have to draw a parse tree, you can draw it for the leftmost or rightmost. It is not necessary to draw for both derivations. In most of the case it may be same, it may be differ for both derivations. So parse tree may be differ for leftmost or rightmost, or it may be same, and it depend on the productions used in leftmost or rightmost. If we use different production, then tree may be different. So you are supposed to derive this string from this grammar using leftmost derivation and rightmost derivation. Okay, this is for today's lecture. Bye.